the next topic is Huffman coding. Huffman coding is a popular way of removing the coding redundancy. What we try to do is, in Huffman coding, we try to provide the smallest number of code symbols per source symbol when independently coding the symbols of the information source. So basically now, we try to find out the probability of the symbols and we try and combine the lowest probability symbols to the next source reduction in a single symbol. So now this, when you are reading it or when you are trying to understand it verbally, it may seem very difficult ki how the probabilities are combined, how are we combining the lowest probabilities and then how the symbols are assigned. So basically we will directly go to the example and you will understand in a very better way, and then you can read whatever material is given and it will be very clear within 2 minutes. Okay, so let us quickly start with the example itself. Now you have symbols A1 to A6, so total 6 symbols are there. Now the first question that will come in your mind is ki why are these symbols being arranged in this way? Why are they not arranged in A1, A2, A3, A4, A5? Because we have arranged them as per the order of their probability. So if I ask you which symbol has the highest probability, your answer should be A2 has the highest probability. Which symbol has the lowest probability, then your answer will be A5 has the lowest probability. Okay. Now what do we do? So what did we see? We are going to combine the two lowest probability together. So you basically just have to perform an addition. So 0.06 plus 0.04, it gives you what? 0.1. So this is what I get at step 1 of my source reduction. Now I want you to identify which are the two lowest probabilities now. They have to be these two. See, we are looking at two lowest. So even if 0.1 is coming for 10 times, let it be. You are going to take only two lowest and you add them. But now see what has happened. Carefully observe what has happened now. 0.1 plus 0.1 is how much? 0.2. Yes. But what is your probability over here? It is 0.1. It is less than 0.2. It will come in the end only. The 0.2 will go above. Are you getting it? At any time, the list of your source reduction should be sorted. Now again, last two, 0.2 plus 0.1 is 0.3. 0.3 plus 0.3 is how much? 0.6. But where is 0.6 coming? Will it come after 0.4? No, you change the order. You change the order. 0.4 will come down, 0.6 will come up. Now source reduction has been done. But how to assign the code? The code has to be assigned now, correct? The code assignment procedure happens in the reverse manner. We don't start from the beginning. We don't directly assign the code to A2, A6, A1. No. We go to the source reduction that we have performed and then we assign the code there. Okay. Let us see how it is done now. So what is the code assignment procedure in the case of Huffman coding? So understand that we start from the reverse order. When doing source reductions, we went from left to right, correct? Now we are going from right to left. Okay, so I think so the direction is very clear now. Now that the direction is clear, let us see how it is done. We say that ki I am going to give the source code as 0 for the probability 0.6 and I'm going to give the source code as 1 for the probability 0.4. Okay, we are dealing with binary numbers, so we are doing like this. Now we come one step back. So from source reduction step number 4, we go to step number 3. What you have to carefully understand over here is 0.6 was made up of 0.3 plus 0.3, isn't it? What is the code that is assigned to 0.6? As of now, what code is assigned to 0.6? 0? Yes or no? So the same code will belong to this 0.3 also and this 0.3 also. But are these 0.3 and 0.3 same? No, they are different. So there should be some distinguishing factor. We add another digit 0 and 1. 0.4 had the code 1. We keep it as it is. We do not change it. Okay. Now this last 0.3 is not at 0.3 actually. It is made up of 0.2 and 0.1. What is the code for this 0.3? What is the code for this 0.3? It is 0, 1. So 0.2 and 0.1 का कोड 01, 01 तो रहने ही वाला है, बट वो सेम नहीं है, उसको डिस्टिंग्विश करना पड़ेगा, इसीलिए 0 and 1 is added. Now this 0.2 is not coming as it is. It is an addition of 0.1 plus 0.1. So 0.2 का कोड क्या है? 0, 1, 0. So 0, 1, 0 goes to this 0.1 also. 0, 1, 0 goes to this 0.1 also. But 0 and 1 are added to distinguish them. Now this last 0.1 is the addition of 0.06 and 0.04. So 0, 1, 0, 1 is the base code that will come over here. And we will add 0 and 1 to distinguish them. Now, once we do this backtracking like this, these are the codes that are given to the symbols. What is the code for symbol A2? What is the final code for symbol A2? It is 1. What is the final code for symbol A6? It is 0, 0. What is the final code for symbol A1? It is 0, 1, 1. Okay. Similarly for A4, A3 and A5. Now what you must have seen is the length of the code is increasing as the probability is decreasing. So जो highest probability symbol है उसको सबसे कम length का कोड मिला है, because वो बार बार आने वाला है तो उतना जगह उसको कम लगना चाहिए. Now when I try to calculate L average and entropy, I get these values. And if we calculate the resulting efficiency, it will be around 97.3% or 0.973. So basically, you know, once this encoding is done, you can just have a lookup table, and using that lookup table, you can easily decode the thing. Okay. Now, a block code is named as a code that is mapped to a fixed sequence of code symbols for each source symbol. Okay, it's immediate because every word of the code can be decoded into a series of symbols without referring to the following symbols. So this is just a unique way of coding. Another thing you need to understand is whenever we are encoding the Hoffman symbols, whenever we are decoding the symbols which are encoded by the Hoffman code, हम लोग वो decode कैसे करेंगे? I told you कि we have a lookup table. Okay, we have a lookup table. But then how do you find the, patterns? So what we do basically is this. Suppose I have a code this like this, okay? I'm just copying this code and I'm taking it up, okay? So that we have this over here and we have a code in front of us. So this is the code that we have, okay? Now in this code, how will I do the matching? Let us see. As I told you, we start from left to right now. Okay, we start from left to right. While decoding, it is left to right. Okay. What is the first bit on the left hand side? 0. Do you find any code with 0? There is no code which is 0, right? Then do you find any code as 0, 1? No code. So 3 bits le lo abhi. 0, 1, 0. Is there any code which is 0, 1, 0? No. Is there any code which is 0, 1, 0, 1? Again no code. Is there any code which is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0? Yes. Who has this code? Don't you think A3 has this code? Yes. So we are done till here now. Next, try searching for 0. You don't get anything. Then try searching for 0, 1. Again you don't get anything. Then try searching for 0, 1, 1. What do you get? You get A1 if I am not wrong. So we are done till here. Are you getting? So this is how you will continue the decoding process, and what you will get is this. Okay, let me show you the complete process also so that you understand in a better way. Now yahan tak hua. Abhi next what is there? You have 1. Who has the code as 1? A2 has the code as 1. So abhi yahan tak hua. Fir again 1 is there. Who has the code as 1? Again A2 has the code as 1. Now 0. Do you have any 0 over here? No. What about 0, 0? Do you have a 0, 0 over here? Yes, A6 has 0, 0. So, what was your symbol? It was A3, A1, A2, A2, A6. This is the data that you are having in your image. That's it for Huffman coding.